And we have both tin-cured and platinum-cured silicone. Moving on to the casting materials. We manufacture polyurethane and epoxy casting resin. The casting plastics are grouped into series, but it's not as cut and dried as with the rubbers, where the first two numbers indicate the series and the last two indicate the hardness. We have an easy flow series, we have a 15 series, and we have some other polyfoam series and some other specialty casting plastics. But the last two numbers, or sometimes one number, really mean nothing. In the easy flow series, they mean the viscosity, so that really doesn't help you. In the 15 series, I don't think they mean anything. So they are still grouped in the series, and other than that, you're on your own as far as determining which does what. But in the polyurethane side of things, we have the easy flow series has really grown into our most popular polyurethane plastic. Easy Flow 60 is very low in viscosity. It's 60 centipoise. It's ideal for casting quick parts, 2.5-minute working time, and maybe a 15-minute cure. In the Easy Flow series, the Easy Flow 120 is designed for rotational casting. You want to create hollow parts for a small amount of resin in, tumble it, creates a hollow part, kind of like these mannequin heads. They're all hollow. We have sprayable products in the Easy Flow line, and we have some flame-resistant products in the Easy Flow line. So if you're doing a lot of architectural interior detail, a lot of building codes now require that whatever you put in there be fire rated. So the Easy Flow 100 FR and the Easy Flow Spray FR will pass the UL 94 test with a V0 rating. So what that means is when you put flame to it, it will burn, but what drips down will not catch cotton on fire. So also when you remove that flame, it's self-extinguishing. So there are two products, that's Easy Flow 100 FR and Easy Flow Spray FR, two flame-resistant or fire-rated products. We have our 15 series, 1512X, 1511 are probably the strongest. Excellent for prototyping. All these mold shells that you see that are kind of white in color are all made with 1512X and polyfiber. That same polyfiber that we can use to thicken the polyurethane rubbers can be used to thicken the plastics for brush up, either making a shell or laying it up inside a mold to make a hollow part if it's too large for the rotocast. The polyurethane resins are moisture sensitive, so you can't apply them to things that contain water. So if I have a lot of extra sawdust around and I mix it into my polyurethane resin, that sawdust contains moisture, it's going to cause the urethane to foam. Or if I add damp sand to my urethane resin, it's going to cause it to foam. You can't add any filler to these urethane plastics as long as it's dry. So that includes things like metal powder, stone dust. So these are all bonded, drawn, cold-cast bond pieces that were done by adding metal powder to these urethane plastics. Easy Flow 60 and Easy Flow Clear are the most popular for bonded metal casting because they're so low in viscosity that the metal particles settle very quickly down against the mold surface. So you get a lot of metal at the surface, and when you burnish it, these castings will act like real metal. They will accept chemical patinas. The only thing you can't really do is the hot patinas because the heat required can soften the plastic. So the cold patinas, the chemical patinas are just fine on these bonded metal castings. We have dyes, so you can make these resins any color you want. But these polyurethane plastics in the Easy Flow series and the 15 series are not UV stable. So that means if you look at the color of this flax, if you look at the back side, it's a different color. That's because UV light from the fluorescent light and sunlight coming through that window over time have discolored this plastic. Sorry, which plastic is that? The Easy Flow, all these polyurethane plastics are not UV stable. So if you're going to put them outdoors, like you'll see in the slide presentations, like that Polybird back there, we've got duplicates that have been outside for over 15 years now, and as long as they're painted, they're fine for exterior. The freeze-thaw, is fine. A lot of sign manufacturers, they'll make one carved wood sign. cast it in the urethane resin or foam, put it outside. As long as it's painted, there's no problem. It'll be out there for years. The only thing that will cause these resins to deteriorate is UV light. And if you put them outside long enough, what happens is the yellowing is the first defect that happens. Over time, you'll start to see it get pitted, it'll chalk, and eventually it'll just start to wear away. And that's all from UV light. There is an additive that will slow down that effect, but it won't stop it. So you might get an extra year or two outdoors, but eventually it's going to pit, chalk, and deteriorate.